Good morning, beautiful lights. How are we this morning? Happy Friday. What's happening? What's going on? Let's see, what is the message for the collective today? What's going on? What are the energies that are coming through that we need to be aware of, and how do we best work with them? Using the Light Seers deck today. Let's see, what do the Light Seers have to tell us today? Okay. Oh, the moon. Okay, the moon. So, the moon is about being reflective, because it doesn't use its own light, it uses the sun's light, right? So it's definitely pause, reflect, see what's going on. Now, the moon itself can also be like a little bit illusionary and delusion, right? So illusion and delusion. Can also bring to the surface that which has been hiding deep within it. Also, what I'm drawn to here is like the dog, the wolf, and the moon. So there might be these two sides of you that are actually sort of like coming at each other. So that would be interesting. Sorry, I just had to pick that up. That would be interesting, because it's kind of like, you know, you got your good guy and your bad guy, you got your light and your dark, or your shadow, and those parts coming at you. So you might be seeing, feeling, sensing some parts of yourself that maybe you didn't know existed, that have now been brought into the light, so to speak, or maybe that you've known of there for a while, and it's now actually time to integrate all of this, because it's not about being separate, right? It's not about saying, oh, well, my shadows come up, or this part of me I don't like. It's not about discarding or disliking or dismissing. It's actually about integrating, because at some point that part of you would have needed that part to survive in some way, or to cope, or it can be a trauma response, you know. So it's not about dismissing it all, it's actually about integrating it. So that's what I'm feeling that is. Now, some of you might feel like there's a bit of a sinking feeling here, like you're going under, or you can't quite reach what you want to reach today. Might feel a bit murky, and that's okay, because it might be about just simply letting go, to melt into what is actually there, and just simply be something on my little camera there, or just simply be yourself, just relax and let go. So today can be a day to relax, let go, see what comes up, and then deal with what comes up and integrate that. It might be where you see in your world, out in your everyday life, two sides of life, where there's this school of thought and there's that school of thought. And remember, if anything or anyone or any situation puts you in a situation, or puts you in that moment where you need to be, it's this or that, pause. Just pause, because we are moving towards not a this or that society. We are moving towards more integration. Okay, so accepting and loving all parts, seeing what's actually there, eliminating the things that we need to eliminate along the way, but coming back to wholeness, right? So where there's division, be mindful, right? Because it looks like there's a bit of that coming up here when we look at that here. And yet you'll see they're both looking at the same goal, right? Or they're both looking at the same thing. So they're both talking about the same thing, right? It's just the different perspectives of it. So stop and integrate those parts of yourself. Stop when you see that happen, you know, observe what's happening. Don't absorb it. Definitely don't absorb it. Be aware of it. Absolutely, we need to be aware of it. But that's what I would say about the moon. So the moon is also like intuitive feelings, and it can be about not so much dreams. Sometimes the moon can indicate weird-ass dreams. However, yeah, I just feel this is more about whatever's been dark, whatever's been in the dark, might be brought to light. That's from within yourself, as well as what's in your external world. Pardon me. That's what I'm feeling about the moon. So there's a whole lot of stuff about this moon today. So take time to reflect upon what aligns with you and what doesn't. Have an incredible day, and I will catch you beautiful folk next time. Big, big, big love.